Hi everyone, this is Anastasia here with my podcast Sex, Love and Spirituality. Today we will be talking about one of the topic that I consider quite important to me personally, that is eating disorder. And I have Irina with me today. Irina, can you please tell us why this topic is relevant to you and just a couple of words about yourself?
Hi everybody. Thank you for having me here. Highly appreciate it. What to tell about myself. I feel like during the exam, really. Tell me a few words about it. So, I'm Irina. My name is Abidur, and I'm from Russia. Now I'm living in Rostov-on-Don, but this is not the final destination because we are like frog as the travelers. We like the globe, we like the countries.
Dora the
I'm
Explorer, I call myself.
yeah, yeah. It sounds more sophisticated and
Yeah,
interesting.
Dora the Explorer.
Uh,
Mhm.
I am English language teacher and exam trainer. I am specializing in IELTS preparation. So welcome
Yeah.
everybody, welcome.
Yes, I
Uh,
will leave some links below if you want to prepare for
okay.
the exam.
Oh, thank
IELTS.
you.
Yes,
Thank
definitely.
you.
Then you can always ask Irina. And actually, that's the first time we have this not face to face, but a video to video. So
Yeah.
hopefully this video will work for you guys. So let me know in the comments below. So Irina, why is this topic of eating disorder is relevant to you and why it interests you?
Frankly speaking, I would like to differentiate the terms.
Yes, sure.
We have eating disorders and we have disordered eating. Though the term eating is in the name, eating disorder are absolutely different, and they are more about not food, but our relations to food. And if we speak about eating disorder, so this is just clinical diagnosis, and you should consult the psychotherapist or anyone working in this sphere. And I'm not going to speak about it today because I'm not professional and I never want to do harm in your condition. But if we speak about disordered eating, this is more about our relations with food, and this is what I felt. I really announced the divorce with my body and the divorce with the food intake because several years ago, more than maybe 5 years ago, I started developing disordered eating because of different reasons. And luckily, make the story short,
Yeah.
I am on the way of recovery now, and as you can see, I'm with bright nails, with makeup.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm just upbeat, and again, I'm in my bubbling personality mode.
Amazing.
But it wasn't so. Really, it wasn't so. Maybe even half a year ago, and I will tell about it if
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
interested. Mm-hmm.
So, why do people start developing this behavior disorder, eating behavior disorder, like, or maybe you personally, or in general?
First of all, the causes of disordered
Yeah.
eating are very diverse. They're very varied. So they can start with, I don't know, some illness. They can start with trauma. They can start with culture and society abuse, including celebrity culture. I think what happened with me, I had the combination of psychological trauma because at that time I experienced great difficulties with my mother's illness, and they really uh, and they really was torn apart, her illness and the desire to facilitate, to ease her pain. And of course, it was some kind of, I call it toxic wellness. Toxic wellness for me, this is the abusive dietary culture
Yeah.
that presses us all the time from all the sources of social media. It says you must be, but why?
Yes, I actually want to share my personal experience here too, because I thought I was more into healthy lifestyle, healthy eating, sports, exercising. So I was never thinking that there is something wrong with that until I actually started meeting people who shared their stories about eating disorders, and I get into this topic, and I realized actually I do have, because I was thinking about food all the time. Like this morning, I would be thinking what I'm going to eat tomorrow for the whole day. And then it would start affecting my life. That's like when my friends will ask me to go out, I would say, no, I can't, I have gym. I have gym to go. Or if I skip gym, I would feel guilty and I would feel like I need to work double the next day.
So, and this is the trap. And
Exactly.
this is what we are speaking about. So, the main characteristics of this disorder, no matter how we call it, behavioral, intake, food disorder, eating disorder, no matter, whatever. So, is extra control on what you are doing. So, as for me, I have always been plump. Really, this is my genetics. We have never had anyone in our family who were slim, I don't know, skinny, and so on. And so, Angelina Jolie type, nobody. I really wanted to, but I failed, sir. Okay, sir, it's okay. 70% of your of the way how you will look like in the whole life, genetics takes 70%. And this is absolutely medically and scientific fact that is proved by a number of research. But these 30% gave us a lot of variety in our life, and it's for me, the first time I lost my weight, it was 25 kilos, impressive, because of calorie restriction. And I managed to keep it for more than 15 years.
Wow, that's a lot.
It was very difficult. It was the life full of restrictions, limitations. There was a lot of sport. I even I know I have four spinal ruptures because of this.
Oh my God.
Absolutely. Because everything that you do in excess gives you bad consequences. So it was a lot of stuff. But then I relaxed. And at this time of relaxation, I started gaining weight. And what I did, I returned to the gym and I started to double exercise, triple exercise. When everybody went to the nightclub, I said, I'm sorry, I have a training. If somebody just had some sleepover, so that just girly sleepover with cakes, I don't know, whatever, so I don't know, with some alcohol drinks, so I said, I'm sorry, I'm on a diet, I'm on a restriction battery, so battery mode, I don't want to take part in it. I would rather come with you, but I will go home.
So basically,
because it will be safe.
When you start having restrictions on your personal life, I think that's like a sign, the first sign that there is a problem, right?
It is a problem, absolutely. It is. So every time when you show this control, this is a problem. So, the problem with diet cultures nowadays, so, I have just found something that is guilty, except me, of course. So the problem with diet culture that it equates health with thinness.
Exactly.
But now I understand that health is multifaceted. It doesn't relate whether you are thin, whether you are fat. It exists on a spectrum of some physical, spiritual, emotional, and mental well-being. And if you have some link disappeared, so then you don't have health. And it doesn't depend whether you are good looking in your own eyes or you would like to be good looking for those people whom you even don't know. They don't give a damn on what you're looking. That's how you are looking. Actually.
They are worried about themselves, their own appearance, I guess.
Exactly.
It's all in your head.
Absolutely. And you just stamp this way stigma on your forehead and says, I'm fit. And then people look at you, they don't see you, the picturesque and bright personality. They see that you are fat because you think so, that you fit.
Yeah, that's what you
And you are
project to the
hiding.
outside world, definitely.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
yeah, that's what I wanted to talk with you when you said that this body image, where does it come from? Like, I personally grew up in the 90s, right? And I was watching all those movies, action movies, and Arnold Schwarzenegger was my favorite actor back in the day. And I remember, yeah, that movie, The Last Action Hero, one of my favorite movies, actually, I think quite underrated. So in this movie, there is this young boy who is a big fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he watches all his movies. And he comes to the premiere and he gets this magic ticket. And he actually gets into the movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger is the main character. And the boy is trying to explain to him that this is the movie, this is not the real life. And you know which example he brings? They come inside of a movie store, like a rent, VHS store. So they come inside and he tells them, look at the shop assistant. She's like a top model. Look at all the women here. They are all like top models. Even if you see her for like 1 second on the screen, there is no minor character who doesn't look like a top model. That's what the boy says. And I mean, you understand where it's coming from. So we grew up on those movies, seeing people having perfect bodies. And we think that if we don't have a body like that, then there is something wrong with us.
But there is one thing to mention and to state. So what's the profession of those people that you looked at?
They are actors, of course.
They are models. It's their job to be good looking, to be sexy, to be attractive, because their career depends on it.
Obviously.
On the way how they look. Okay, are we model? Are you model?
No, but when you're a teenager, when you're a teenager.
Have you ever been actor?
No, just took some acting courses, okay?
Acting courses doesn't count. They don't count, okay? So it's okay. But you did it for yourself, for developing, your inner you, yes? With the help of these courses. But why the hell have we decided to look as they are? Why?
Exactly.
We fully forgot that we are unique. We fully forgot that there isn't a single person who is the same in this tiny world, and the world is really tiny. And this might be because of, again, diet culture.
Yeah. Again. It is.
So, maybe when we watch some interviews, yes, with some celebrities, and when they say, "Oh, I'm on some fat diet, so I don't eat carbs, but I eat a lot of fat," or vice versa, "I don't eat fat, I eat a lot of carbs," or vice versa, "I don't eat anything, I am just, consuming solar energy," and you say, "Oh my God,
yes.
Perfect." So, this encouraging. So, what does diet culture do? It encourages problematic thinking patterns.
Yeah.
It says, okay, we have good products and we have bad products. So, and making this good or bad choice means that you can be a good person or a bad person. So, but this is just black and white dichotomy. This is not what we are living in. If we look around, we can see very bright world and we can see a lot of color. So the same happens with all the approaches that we take in our life. There isn't just black and white, no, just love and hate combination like in this is just rational balance that we choose. And if we are violating this balance, so then we have disordered eating. And that can lead to eating disorder. And this is the diagnosis. And this can be fatal.
Yeah, of course, especially if we talk about cases of anorexia or bulimia. Yeah, that definitely can be fatal. You cannot stop. It's like you have a distorted image in your head of yourself. It's like this animation, the short animation that I send you. Yeah, have you watched?
Yeah, it was perfect. It was perfect. Really, I was crying.
I was crying too. When you look at the girl, she would see herself in the mirror being so fat, and she would check her weight. And you could see in the graph she would check her weight every day. Actually, I was doing that as well. Every morning for a couple of years, I've been daily checking my weight which is definitely a wrong thing to do. And you could see on the chart she's writing 110. So you think it's 110 kilos, but then in reality it turns out to be pounds, and that's just the wrong image. I will definitely attach it in the link for this animation for everyone to watch. But yeah, that's the question, how to understand that you have a problem, because many of us, we don't. Like me personally, as I told you, I was thinking, oh, I'm just into fitness, healthy eating. And only when I started talking to other people, it's like dawned on me that I have a problem.
Oh, so first of all, you should understand that you have a problem if you start dividing your food into good food and bad food.
Exactly, that's what I was doing. Yes,
Yes,
that's
yes,
number one, girls. If you say this is bad food and this is good food, that's the first sign there is a problem there. Yeah. Yes, Irina.
Absolutely, absolutely. So then, if you start avoid certain types of food, for example, you've decided that carbohydrates are ruinous for your house. You exclude bread, potato, so other cereals, pasta.
Sugar,
You don't
yeah.
eat sugar. Oh, sugar! How could I forget about it?
That's a
I
big
haven't been
enemy.
eating sugar. I didn't eat sugar for. 25 years, it seems.
Oh my God.
Now I ate, 25 years. Nothing containing sugar.
Wow.
Nothing here. Okay, so if you binge eating, if you eat in short period of time, so this is bad. If you calorie restrict your food, you shouldn't count calories. Really, people say, this is so silly, this is so up to date, is out of date, sorry.
Yes.
So the number of calories doesn't tell you anything about other nutrients present.
Obviously.
So, how good it is for your gut microbiota.
Of course.
So how quickly, you don't know how quickly this amount of food with this, I don't know, 600 calories gets absorbed. And
you actually slow down your metabolism instead of speeding it up when you cut the calories.
So, it is very, according to recent research, the case of metabolism is very argumentative.
That's true.
Yes,
No, I agree with
yes, absolutely. So then, what are the symptoms? Changes in weight. As it can be up, it can be lower, so no matter. But if you have these jumps, these might be the red flag for you. So when you eat due to boredom, or in order to cope with the stress, or in order to cope with your emotions, it's also not very good. When you make up some rituals related to food and eating, it's also a problem. Maybe, by the way, if you eat the same products every day, this is also some kind of not very good thing, because your food might be diverse. It should be, when you look at your plate, it should be bright.
Yeah, of course, as you said, for your microbiome. Yeah, by the way, if we started talking about the plate, can you tell us how your plate should look like?
I wouldn't say that it should look like, because the way it should look like, you should define, and you should make up this rule. But I am absolutely agree. Oh, yes, I'm absolutely sure that Harvard plate is the best. Really, it's best. So what Harvard plate is? So the group of Harvard scientists have discovered that it would be better for human organism to follow not the restrictive and fat diets, but to follow the balanced diet, where all the nutrients will be on your plate. So that's why you take the plate, 22, 24 in diameter. You divide it into half, and this half, right half, left half, no matter really. So it should be given for vegetables. Fried vegetables, whatever you like. They can be in any way of cooking, so raw, stewed, fried, no matter really. It makes no difference. Stop stigmatizing ways of cooking.
Yeah, people who don't fry and they only, for example, steam food, they think, oh, it's less calories, right? It's again one more red flag, right?
Exactly, this is the restriction. So the quarter of the plate should be given to protein.
Yes.
It can be fish, it can be meat, it can be whatever. And the quarter for carbohydrates,
Complex carbohydrate. Yes.
of course. But bread is also complex
Yes.
carbohydrate. And please don't shoot me down in flames, okay? So this is scientific fact.
I agree with that. I try to follow actually this plate. We will attach the picture here so everyone can see it. But yes, I don't demonize carbs. I do eat carbs. I do eat sugar. Actually, like maybe intuitive way of eating, right? When that's something I'm into right now. Just try and listen to your body. Eat a lot of variety, different foods, because normally, when you said when we binge eat, that normally means that we restrict ourselves too much. Our body doesn't get enough nutrients that it should get. So we need to feed the body first. And that's why, and in intuitive eating, you also have a food for pleasure. So if there is something that you like, yes, chips, French fries, dessert, ice cream, eat it. Eat it. But before that, eat all your vegetables, right? And all the
exactly. So I'm happy that you start speaking about intuitive eating, because this is what makes the great, I don't know, misunderstanding in balancing lifestyle. So what does intuitive eating mean? It doesn't mean that you, oh my God, I feel I would like to eat some candy, or I really know that I would like to eat some, I don't know, sandwich. No, this is not about it. This is more about mindfulness. This is more about approach. And I know a very nice tool that helped me, and I'm sure it will help you. This is the hunger scale. According to hunger scale, you can assess the level of hunger and the level of being full you're experiencing just now. And it's better for you to be in green zone. But for me, it was absolutely difficult to regulate these two feelings, because I couldn't, because of this eating disorder, because of this, disordered eating, I couldn't feel hunger. I couldn't understand what it was. And I couldn't feel when I was full. I couldn't stop, and this hunger scale will really help you. And combination on this mindful approach, a Harvard plate, yes, or balanced eating, and good psychologist.
That's definitely, guys. Therapy is for everyone, I believe.
Therapy is the perfect thing that really resurrected me. Yes, and I'm going to go. So just now we are in stop because of my work schedule, but we will continue. We are going to continue next week. So this is one of the most important. I would like to say a couple of words about my psychologist.
Sure, please do.
It was her name is Alexandra Kurskaya, and she is specific. She is a licensed psychologist for work with eating disorders and disordered eating, and I absolutely value this fact, because she is not just a person from the side. She is the person who can talk about the problem absolutely freely, without this vicarious embarrassment that, oh my God, I can't speak about it. Yeah, so this person can create the atmosphere when you open yourself, yes, and you absolutely freely can tell everything. You can burden out your soul. And it's perfect. It's perfect. So that's why she lives in Russia. So that's why. But if somebody needs that, they need and they want to have this help, so you please contact her. Yes, she will help you. So
yes, we will add her contacts below. Yeah, exactly. And guys, yes, please always ask for help. You think you can handle it on your own, but believe my experience, you cannot. It's always good to ask for help. And yes, therapy is a must, especially when you have an eating disorder. The problem is that you have normally some misconceptions in your head about your body image, and that's something you can only work with a psychologist. It's very hard to work on your own.
Exactly. And so then you have these pairs of crutches, yeah? So hunger scale, Harvard plate, good psychologist, and it will change your life.
Mm-hmm.
Out.
What
You
else?
will
What else
show
can we?
yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can read a lot.
Yes,
So,
yes, yes.
yes, I'm not about watching, frankly speaking. I am
Mm-hmm.
about reading, and I like reading different books, maybe some research that would help me to dive, not maybe dive, but which will help to understand what problem I have, how to deal with problem. Am I alone in this problem? You know, and I definitely recommend the books such as More Than a Body. So, absolutely perfect book that will show that your body is not the ornament. This is not accessory. This is your friend and this is your instrument.
Mm-hmm.
So the next is by Lexie Kite and Lindsay Kite. So there is a guru book, Anti-Diet,
Mm-hmm.
Reclaim Your Time, Money, Well-Being and Happiness through Initiative 18 by Christy Harrison.
Yeah.
Absolutely. For me, the book Secrets from Eating Lab by Tracy Mann was eye-opening, actually.
Yeah, we will
And
attach the list again of the books. Yes.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I really want to ask you, I don't know, no, beg you. If you are advised, so I will give you the menu and you will be slim. If you follow this restriction, you will be healthy. Just say goodbye to these people, influencers, bloggers, whoever.
Definitely.
Find this balance and you will be happy and you will be healthy. And please believe me
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
body size is the number of numbers,
Yes.
not
So
the
that's
numbers of
yeah.
what.
Yeah, that's a self-help you can have is those books. We will have a list of them. Also, as you just mentioned, influencers. I think that's very important to unfollow the people who, yes, promote this. That, oh, if you follow that, if you follow my complex, you will lose that weight. Guys, what we need to understand is that this dietary industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. They want you to buy things. They want you to buy their program. They want you to buy some medicine. I don't know, this Ozempic now, crazy stuff. So they want you to buy those things. That's why they promote it. So choose wisely. Unfollow the people who project this unhealthy look. And me personally, I would recommend my favorite blogger in this sphere, whom I started following, I don't know, like 5 years ago or something like that. Her name is Mick Zazong. She's a Canadian girl and she tells her story. She's in recovery now. And her main hashtag is normalize normal bodies, because she says that only 5% of people in the world look like the body you have compared yourself to in social media. The other 95% of people look different, and it's okay to look different and to have a normal body. So for me, her blog is like one of the best on Instagram. I will also attach it here. It really helped me to see that, yes, it's okay when you sit down, and if you have like belly roll, that's normal. Most people have it. So yeah, try and follow more blogs like that and less people who only show you the perfect picture, because you know how Instagram is, how many lies. So, so do you think that, Irina, this influence from social media, it really affects the body image? So when I mentioned about myself, it was mainly movies in the 90s, but for teenagers these days, it's mainly social media.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You should filter everything that comes into your mind. Everything, because even if you look through one story, another reels, and so on and so forth, and they are okay, you think, oh, this is not about restriction, this is about lifestyle. So the fifth would be about restriction.
Yep.
And you should be very accurate in what you are consuming, because you will not know this, but their opinions will be yours.
Mm-hmm.
These opinions may lead to eating disorder. So that's why, first of all, ladies, I don't think even that content can help more, or maybe can substitute help, some self-help. See, I knew a lot of ladies who are suffering from disordered eating, and I have been in their shoes as well, and they curse themselves. They curse themselves, they punish themselves, they psychologically make themselves ill, and try to use positive talk in every situation. So I personally had the diary where I wrote
Oh,
what.
that's a good
Yes,
technique.
this is a good technique really, because where I wrote about my day, what I did, and how I can how I can praise myself. What can I tell myself good? And I started to talk positive to myself, and it is absolutely, this is a very healing technique. You read and you understand. Good. I fed myself, so this is perfect. I ate 3 times a day. Perfect. So I slept a little bit longer. It's nice. So it makes me feel relaxed. It makes me feel the way I want to feel. This bubbly, funny, energizing, and so on. So that's why use positive self-talk. And please, I know that it is very difficult, but practice body neutrality. So you shouldn't absolutely. This is the way to know where when you say, "Oh, so he's so fat," so I don't want to communicate with you. The body shaming. So nobody.
Yeah.
You can also be this kind of person. Just understand that your body is your friend, and the way it looks, it's okay. If it functions, okay. If you don't have any body problems, say and. To develop this neutral, I don't know, feeling and neutral image of your body, and everything would be much better.
Totally. That's what I'm
This
working on
makes,
right now.
yeah. I'm also,
Yeah.
I am as well. Yeah.
Because it's hard to love your body right away after hating it for so long, right? But make it neutral, say thank you to your body because it's healthy, it's doing what it's doing, right? And as you
Exactly.
said, be your own friend. I always say that when our friends come to us for a visit, we always feed them, we always want to make them to feel comfortable. If they say they made a mistake, they didn't go to the gym, or they ate a cake, you say, oh, it's okay, you'll be fine. But if we say it to ourselves, we are always so strict to ourselves. So yeah, we definitely need to be kinder, be our own best friend. And as you said about those body comments, body shaming, you know, I think there should be no body comments at all. Even if you think you're making a compliment, if you tell a person, oh, you lost some weight, you look great, automatically it goes in his head, oh, now I lost weight, I look good. But if I gain weight, I will look bad. And you are creating with your comments, even with your compliments, you can create an eating disorder. You can create this problem to a person. So
And
for
again,
me,
you might.
no comments.
Right, and absolutely supporting for you. And frankly speaking, you don't know why this person was this
Exactly.
way. It can be some very sensitive topic.
Of course.
It can be
With
some
stress,
illness.
illness,
He
exactly.
doesn't want you, or they don't want you to notice it. So this involvement in private life of other people, this should be stopped forever.
Definitely. So, guys,
Yep.
please, no comments about the body. Even if you're thinking you're making a compliment, please don't. Yeah, you don't know what people is going through. Definitely. And as you mentioned about the books, and then we spoke about social media, I was actually looking for some movies about this topic about eating disorder, and there are not so many of them actually. I was surprised. No, not at all. And most of them are quite old. And I was surprised. Like, why do you think is that?
So this is, this might be ruinous for diet culture. Actually. So this is not very good if everybody understands that what we are poured into is not good. So I can recommend this serial which shows bulimic people.
The Crown.
No, the
Oh, I thought
the crown as well.
yes, it's
Yes,
about
really.
Lady D because she has bulimia, and actually, not
Yes,
many
I
people
also.
knew about it. Only from this TV series they found out. Yeah.
So actually, frankly speaking, I don't remember how it is in English. This serial, I started watching it in Russian, and now is the third season, and I'm going to continue watching it in English because Apple TV doesn't have Russian. No, God bless. By the way,
Yes, thanks for that.
yes, thanks for this. I watch so many interesting serials because of this, and I don't remember how it
Don't worry, we can
is.
add it later. Yeah.
В ритме жизни. It is
It,
called В ритме жизни, but really, I don't remember how it is in English,
I will
but
double check now.
yeah.
So, what is it about? What does it show?
It shows a lady who achieved success in the sphere of very nice, physically attractive,
Actually, it's called
scientific,
Physical. That's the name of TV series. Physical in English.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, absolutely. But how she did it, and through what she went, it's absolutely worth watching, actually. So she had eating disorders such as bulimia and binge eating altogether, and she had a lot of psychological problems. She even had some, I don't know, therapy. It didn't work well. Because therapy is double play, you and the therapist, but not only therapist. You are just
Definitely. Two
yes,
people
yes,
should
yes,
work.
yes. People should work. Yeah, so that's why I definitely recommend. And again, why nobody? No, nowadays there are a lot of people start thinking about it,
Yeah.
but why it is not so promoted?
Exactly. That's my
Because
question.
the industry will lose its client, its target auditory. So can you say, so nowadays a lot of people are thinking about Ozempic. Yeah,
Yeah.
heard about it. Yeah, so is it okay?
Of
No,
course
it
not.
isn't.
No.
But it is very trendy to lose weight with the
Yeah.
help of this diabetes medicine. But why?
And
But why? So
these celebrities, some of them, they don't even make it a secret. They say, yes, I lost weight with Ozempic. They don't even understand what influence it has on people that they created. Yeah. But I totally agree with you. Yeah, the lack of those movies, the lack of awareness about the problem is connected definitely with this multi-billion dollar culture of losing weight. So yes, I think it was this similar situation with smoking, right? When they were saying, no, smoking is okay, until actually finally they admitted that smoking can cause cancer and all the problems. So maybe this will happen. I mean, there are small changes happening with the body positivity and things like that. So small steps are happening. So maybe soon in the future there will be more awareness. Oh yes, ladies, please pay attention to the red flags. And just to finish it, to finish our conversation, Irina, what advice can you give to women with the eating disorder or with the eating disorder behavior, and how they can resist the diet culture?
It's one of the most problematic questions, how we can resist. Yeah? I just don't want to say anything about resistance. We are not Apple Watch, which are water resistant. We are people. We are very vulnerable. We are fragile. And my advice is, ladies, please, like in the Avatar film, I see you, but I see not the way you look. I see your soul, I see your personality, and you are not alone. So, in order to be healthy, good looking, in order to believe in yourself, so first, avoid fad diet, avoid any restrictions. Second, use positive self-talk. Practice body neutrality. Love yourself. Care about yourself and find a good psychological help if you think that you are unable, if you have nobody to support in this movement. Like I didn't have anybody. I couldn't discuss with anybody my pain, actually. So, but psychologist is the best. So, ladies, and believe, everybody feels ignorant and absolutely neglect the way you look like. This is you who create your life and create a picture of yourself. So be happy, I see you.
Yes, I see you too, Irina, and thank you so much for the conversation today. I think it was really great, and I hope it helped some women out there, maybe men as well, who struggle with an eating disorder, with the body image. And so, yeah, guys, please like this video, comment what you go through and what works for you, maybe which advice you can give us too. And yes, we will leave all the links that we mentioned below in the description, so you can find all the necessary information. So thank you, and see you on the next episode. Thank you, Irina. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Bye.